Hi, Andy. It's so nice to have you on the show. How are you doing today?
I'm well. I'm thrilled to be here. Technology is amazing, isn't it?
It is, I tell you, the location now ain't a barrier at all. Okay,
To
you
New
know,
York.
yeah, I'm quite excited to have you on the show, Andy, for some reasons, all right? Firstly, my interest in knowledge seeking, because I believe in order to transition from a chaotic situation to that of a beautiful one, it takes the application of knowledge, quality information. I firmly believe that. And you see, ever since I discovered that light in the Hebrew means knowledge and darkness means ignorance, I've been so keen to knowledge seeking because I do not want to remain in the dark. Okay, so that's going to make our conversation very important to me and even to the audience. The second reason why I'm excited to have Andy on the show is for the sake of the audience now. I believe there are some things that Andy knows that some of my audience needs to hear you say these stuff, directly from your mouth in order for them to experience transformation and get unstuck. I firmly believe that. And lastly, that is me.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I am convinced that I'm definitely going to learn one or two things from you, your story, your insights, and your experiences. So for that reason, Andy, let's get started with your introduction, your journey. Talk to us how you got here. Then afterwards, I've gotten some beautiful questions for you. Okay, Andy,
Okay.
over to you.
Yeah. We are here today because I am on um, a, a, a public relations campaign because I am the latest cast member of the television show General Hospital, which in America has been on television for 61 years. And innovations and marketing changes and shifts in American television have brought us to a point where now within the television show there are products that I am bringing to consumers within a website and within kind of home shopping. So things are changing. So I have embarked on a PR campaign to talk about the show, to talk about my journey, to talk about the evolution of marketing and advertising and television, and just kind of how I got to this point as well. I mean, I am 54 years old and I am just now starting an acting career. So that's crazy. And there's just lots of new and interesting and innovative things happening, which I think is plays to the point that you made that, we want to always be curious. We want to always learn more. And the way that we continue to grow and evolve and be vibrant on this earth is always to stay open to changes and newness. And so I'm thrilled to be with you to share what I have.
Beautiful. And, I must say this, you look so young. You look like you're in
Oh,
your 30s. You know, if I was
well,
asked to try to
that's
guess your
very sweet.
age, I would have said you're in your
Oh,
30s. That's a good one. I love that.
yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate that. I'm dedicated to living to be 100.
Hmm.
So if you're going to live to
So
be
be it.
100, that means that every day you have to, stay young and vibrant. And
Yeah,
that's one of the
that's
things that I'm completely dedicated to.
that's right. That's right. I got that. Okay, so shall we get started with the questions? Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just mentioned and I said you look young, and if I were to guess your age, I would have said you're in your 30s. So now let's say someone asks you, hey, Andy, can you talk to me about some new ways, for me to look 10 years younger? I just look too old for my age. And getting to listen to you on the podcast, and I saw you, and you just look so young. Can you talk to me about some tips or insight? What would your response be?
Yes. I think one of the main reasons how we start to look, not our age or maybe a little stale, is we continue to do the same things over and over. So I think that one of the ways that you can continue to maintain your youth and to look current and fresh is to not be afraid of change and not be afraid of self-evaluation. For most of us, we tend to remember a time where we were kind of at our best, where we felt our best, we got the most compliments, perhaps we were the most successful at work, or we felt most loved. And mentally and visually, we want to recreate that every day. So we have a tendency to get stuck with the same hair, the same, wardrobe, the same cosmetic look. And we don't realize that as we age, we need to change things so that we can continue to feel current and relevant. So the best way to look 10 years younger is to do a self-analysis and think, when is the last time, I shook things up? Have I been wearing this too long? Have I been doing the same thing too long? And be willing to make some adjustments and some changes.
I got that. I got that. That was a concise and well explained answer. I got that. So let us talk about you being the latest ABC's General Hospital character. So, what is your role? Which character you playing? Can you talk to us about that?
Sure. So, interestingly enough, I'm also, are you familiar with what QVC is? Do you know what QVC is?
Nope.
No? Okay. So
Yeah.
QVC in America is a home shopping channel. And so QVC means you can, turn on your television and you can see people, pitching you items, lots of all kinds of items. And QVC and HSN, home shopping in America is a very big thing. So I am a home shopping host here in America. And I got the call because General Hospital, which is a legacy show. Again, it's the longest running television show in American history. It's been on for 61 years. They were looking for a home, for someone to play a home shopping host within the show. So I got that call to be Pearl on General Hospital, which was amazing. But because things are changing in television, and it's no longer that people are watching broadcast television like they used to, they now are streaming television. And when you stream television, you have the opportunity to avoid ads, which is great, but ads ultimately pay for the television that you're watching. So advertisers have become very, very innovative in how they are bringing you new products and ways to attract consumers. So within General Hospital, there has been a storyline of Deception Beauty, which is this beauty company that's had lots of characters and, lots of drama. But for over 2 decades, people who watch General Hospital have been able to enjoy watching this group of women, be these powerhouses, but also develop products within that storyline. And so a couple of years ago, General Hospital developed Home and Heart, which is a shopping channel on General Hospital. And so I have been brought in basically to be a host that is bringing deception products to consumers and fans of the show who've been watching for years. So what I'm doing is kind of multifaceted in that I'm introducing new products that the fans have wanted for years, and I'm playing the character of a home shopping host, but I'm also a home shopping host in real life on QVC.
Oh, I got that. I
It's
got that.
complicated.
I
It's
didn't know that
complicated but
before.
interesting.
And you see, I think I would have to start watching the show now. I
Good.
think I would
Yes, you
have
should.
to.
It's a drama. I mean, it's been on, like I said, for over 60 years. It's fascinating. People
Oh,
have watched this show for a very, very long time. And a lot of stars have
okay.
been on this show. People like,
Hmm.
Liz Taylor. And I mean, it's just been an
Oh,
amazing legacy show for a long time.
amazing, amazing. Okay, so let's move to this part. Can you talk to us about the hottest beauty trends?
Sure. So one of the hottest beauty trends in America is something called red light therapy. And red light therapy is, I actually can show you what it looks like. Red light therapy is the ability to take red light, and it actually penetrates your skin so that you are building and preserving collagen in your skin. So, red light therapy is a really big one. Another one that you'll find in the US is people are using serums. Serums ultimately penetrate the skin. But, in America, we are youth obsessed. We believe that, looking current and being on the forefront of things, you ultimately want to have the outward appearance that you are eager and aware and up to date and fresh. And so that's why everyone in America is always chasing youth, because we want to remain relevant and, always have a seat at the table. So red light therapy, serums, all of those things. I mean, there are lots of innovations as well that are a little more invasive, but the ones at least I'm talking about are less invasive.
Okay, I got that. Okay, you mentioned innovations. What are the latest innovation in media, advertising, and retail?
Yeah, so that's actually what we're talking about. So if you can imagine, broadcast television, in a 30-minute episode of broadcast television, you would have approximately 7 minutes of ads for every 30 minutes. So that's like 14 minutes per hour that were basically paid for, so that advertisers could reach the audience that ultimately was watching that show. And as streaming has evolved and people are not really watching television like they used to, now they stream television and they can skip through ads. So what advertisers and marketing, innovation is now is the ads are within the show. So you are experiencing, consumer products. You are experiencing, things that you can buy, things that fans have, been interested in, that are built into the storyline now. And then, you can go to, it's like in my case, you can go to shophomeandheart.com and see all of the products that have been created within General Hospital so that you can buy them from that website. So it's no longer really about exterior advertising. It's about advertising within a storyline.
And I believe that must be a very effective way, you know. I believe there should be so much increase in sales. Or what do you think?
Yes, it's proven to be. I mean, this is an experiment. This is the first
No.
time in television history that, a storyline has been brought to life for viewers and fans and consumers. So we're definitely on the cutting edge. But so far, it has been, quite. It's been quite successful because people, the consumers, know the people using the products on the show. They have, a connection to them. They trust them. So that's one of the reasons why home shopping and television shopping is so successful in the US, because people have built a relationship with the people who are pitching or demonstrating all these products. So yes, it has been highly successful, and I think it will continue because it's basically the people that you know and love demonstrating products for you versus you having to do the work yourself.
I got that. And when you come across someone who you have that bond with, advertise something to you, you tend to want to um, get the product. Unlike someone you don't even have a relationship with, directly or indirectly. I got that. Okay, we have just one more to go. Okay, one more to go, Andy.
No, it's gone
Okay, so
fast.
yeah. So for someone who's got this book idea, he's got that idea to write a book, and now he's just so confused he doesn't even know where to start from. And he comes to meet you, hey Andy, where do I begin? What would your response be?
Yeah. So the thing about a book is you want to start with your chapters. I mean, I'm really fortunate. I have a best-selling book. It was translated into 3 languages, and it's in 14 countries, and it's called Style on a Shoestring. But when you start with a book, you start with the chapters. So you figure if it is a chapter book or a story, but you want to create some sort of arc. So you want to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And so if it's the chapters or if it's that arc, that's the ultimate beginning, your beginning, your middle, and your end. And then from there, you build out the middle, you build out the beginning, and then you build out the end, and you make it cohesive. But you just need to have you need to have some understanding of where you want it to start, where you want it to peak, and how you want to resolve it, depending on, if it's fiction or nonfiction. If it's nonfiction and it's a book about information, then you want to build your chapters. You want to figure out how you want to organize your information. So, start with 10 chapters. What are 10 things that I want to say about this subject? And that's how you start. And then once you have the chapters, you then build it from there.
Yeah, I got that. Okay, so to bring this to an end, Andy, what would you like to leave the audience with, like a final thought? And to those ones who would like to reach out to you, learn more about what you do, maybe you said some things that resonated with them and they would love to learn more. How can that be possible?
Well, I, of course, encourage your listeners. I'm on this PR tour because I am teaching everyone about Deception Beauty and shophomeandheart.com and, all the products that are being developed within General Hospital, which is great. So I encourage your listeners and your viewers to go to shophomeandheart.com. But, you can reach me at andypaige.com. I have lots of ways that people can connect with me on every platform. But really, the thing that I want to leave people with is it is most important that every day you figure out how to improve yourself just a little bit. And self-improvement, just a little bit every single day, will add up to a bigger, more open, more happy life. And that is a ripple that will affect everyone in your life, your family, and your community. Just a small way to improve yourself every single day.
I got that. So that's going to be the end of the show, Andy. Thank you for coming and thank you for sharing these incredible words with us. It means a whole lot. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.